Hey everyone, Steven here. I just wanted to let you guys know that after the recording of this video, the morning after, I had the very extremely unfortunate news of hearing about the passing of Markus Crane. I just wanted to take a minute and wish my condolences to his friends, his family. One of, honestly, the most influential deathmatch wrestlers on this side of the planet. Markus Crane, young man, has been going through some really rough stuff with surgery. I know at least one pretty extensive surgery he had done. We followed him for a while. I was really excited to see him hop in the ring at the H2O show that happened with Onita, and it's terrible. This is just honestly miserable, and I just wanted to let you guys know that you're my thoughts. Like I said, once again, I want to reach out and wish my condolences to his friends and family, and take a small second here for reflection and remembrance of an icon. Thank you. Everybody, welcome back to the Duke's Dive, the long-awaited return to video format. This time on the Duke's Dive, we got 2 weeks of stuff to talk about. The second week is pretty short, and I'll get into that. There's no impact because they did a highlight show, so there's really no, covering that sort of thing. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the first week of intake for you guys, and let you know what I thought about it. Of course, dark elevation matches don't get ups and downs, as we know. So just to remind you, we had AEW Dark Elevation from December the 13th. Thunder Rosa defeated Gabby Ortiz, Red Velvet and Chris Statlander, Nikki Duke and Tina San Antonio. The Gun Club defeats Joey Sweet, Antonio Zambano, and Jack Tomlinson. Emi Sakurai defeats Notorious Mimi. Santana and Ortiz defeat Anthony Gangone and Mike Verna. A good shout out to Anthony Gangone. Seen a lot of his matches for his stuff from the Crusade for Change up to House of Gangone, House of Glory. I've seen him wrestle quite a few times locally, not local, like around my area, but and I do believe I've seen him at PPW at least once, twice. He's really good, and shout out to him. And then Tony Nese defeated Alex Reynolds. Next up here is AEW Dark from December 14th. Chris Statlander defeats Marina Shafir. That was a really good one. Nick Camarado defeats Dane Fleming. It was Ryu and Ryo Mizunami defeat Emi Sakurai Mitsuruga. Jade Cargill defeats Valentina Rossi. Angelico defeats Invictus Cash. Tay Conti defeats Hector Monroe. Brock Anderson and Shawty Lee defeat Tony Bernari and Fabu Andre. Chuck Taylor defeats Ryan Nemeth. Sean Spears defeats Josh Woods, so that was a good one. And a good debut for Josh Woods there. One of the individuals from Ring of Honor that are making their way over through the door. Nyla Rose defeats Zeta Zane. Arjun Singh defeats Tony Vincita 2.0, and Daniel Garcia defeat Evil Uno, Alice Reynolds, and Colt Cabana. Excuse me. Next up, here's AEW Dynamite from December 15th. We have Bryan Danielson defeating Hangman. Oh, excuse me. Whoa. Bryan Danielson and Hangman Page come to a 60-minute draw for the title to open the show up. 1 hour match. Obviously, it gets an up. For me, I knew that was going to happen, and it kind of would set up for Kenny Omega to fit in there somehow, but I kind of figured that Hangman would have beaten him within a certain amount of time, and it sets up for him to beat. It sets us up for Kenny Omega to beat, Daniel Bryan within that amount of time, and he'd become automatically the #1 champion, the only contender for the championship. That's how I would have seen it, but this is a different way that it's playing out, and willing to see how that's going to go, so obviously cool. Wardlow defeats Matt Sydal, that was an up. Hikaru Shida defeats Serena Deeb, that was an up. MJF defeats Dante Martin, this one was a down. I was thinking MJF. And I'm guessing that Dante Martin is still with Leo here. Next up is Impact Wrestling from the 16th. Excuse me, yes. Josh Alexander defeats Rohit Raju. That was an up. Joe Doring and the Good Brothers Joe Doring and the Good Brothers defeat Heath and Rhino and Willie Mack and Rich Swann. Trey Miguel defeats John Skyler. That was an up. Oh, excuse me, the Joe Doring and the Good Brothers. That was a down. That one. My father, Heath Slater, would lose in a match like that. Cut it out. And after the Trey Miguel match was Chris Bay defeats the Laredo Kid. That was up. My match of the show. And for AW Dynamite, my match of the card was Bryan Danielson Bryan Danielson and Hangman Page. Tenille Dashwood defeats Cassie Lee. That was a up. Next up here, and the last to be graded of the week is Rampage from the 17th. Best Friends defeat the Super Click. This was an up. Tay Conti defeats the Penelope Ford. This was an up. Lucha Brothers and Santino and Ortiz and Eddie Kingston defeat the Ukraine 2.0 and Daniel Garcia. This was also an up. Rampage gets an up. Dynamite gets an up. Impact gets an up. Now, one more event of the week here was a pay-per-view that Impact had. If you're familiar with Talkin' Chopper Mania or even Southpaw Regional Wrestling, and they've done one of these before, Throwback Throwdown. You're familiar with a lot of these characters. These characters crossed over from Southpaw. And a lot of these characters are also from Talkin' Chopper Mania. Blend the multiverse of the cinematic universe of wrestling in here. These are obviously different names than the competing wrestlers, and I'm not going to tell you who's who. You're going to have to go back and watch this. It's available online, and definitely worth watching. Really, really cool stuff. First up, Open Up Chad Too Bad defeats Bill Ding. The Rhythmic Warriors defeat Sunday Morning Express. Rip Razor defeats Frank the Butcher. Frank the Butcher, yeah, defeats Rip Razor, actually. Rough Rider Georgia Cobb defeats Lady Bird, Branston. Juicy Scovelli defeats Quincy Cosmos. Juicy Scovelli here was, Juicy Scovelli was, and I'll give you this one, is a secret of the night is Josh Matthews. I'm going to give you this one because I thought that was really, really cool to see him wrestle again. Hit kind of like a lethal injection, kind of like a back elbow. Pretty cool stuff. Quincy at Cosmos with Rohit Raju, I do believe. Pelvis Wesley takes out DJ Too Large. Because that wasn't a match, he just took him out. Hard Harry Hall defeats Badlands Bart in a four-corner bull rope match. Annabelle defeats Rusty Iron. Tim Burdeck defeats the Redwood. Jazzy Fitbody defeats Wanda the Werewoman. Stomp in Paradise defeats the Russians. And Santa Claus defeats Sex Ferguson. Final wrestling for me to discuss. And we'll start that off with AEW Dark Elevation from the 20th. Nyla Rose, Emi Sakurai, and the Bunny defeat Jessica James, Gigi, and Ladybird Monroe. Red Velvet defeats Ratty Rankowski. Bear County defeat the Chaos Project. El Elo defeats Khan. Thunder Rosa defeats Amber Rodriguez. Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, and 10 defeat the Hardy Family Office. Next is AEW Dark from the 21st. The Ass Boys, you know him as the Billy Gunn's sons, but Billy Gunn and the Ass Boys, they need to just embrace the assness. Defeat Brock Anderson and Shotty Lee. Abaddon defeats Charlotte Renegade. Penelope Ford defeats Willow Nightingale. Randy Rhodes defeats Robin Renegade. Jora Jones defeats Julius Coleman. Isaiah Cassie defeats Carly Bravo. Kira Hogan defeats Shalance Royal. This was really cool and awesome to see Kira Hogan get some wins finally under her belt. Especially against someone like Shalance. It was a cool match to have on Dark. Thunder Rosa defeats Rosa Negra. Captain Sean Dean defeats Lucas Cage. Matt Sydal defeats Serpentico. Next up here is AEW Dynamite from the 22nd. Open it up with Adam Cole defeating Orange Cassidy. And the debut of Kyle O'Reilly. This was not. Looks like we're going to have a riff here of the some undisputed elite and the elite within the elite, you know, an undisputed conflict that we're going to have here between these fellows here. Next up we had Ruby Soho defeating Nyla Rose. This was a down for me, and we'll get to why that was later on, because the way I wanted it to go in the women's tournament. That is. Next up is Malachi Black defeats Griff Garrison. This was an up. And Sting, Darby Allin, CM Punk defeat MJF and FTR. This was up and start of the show. Match of the show for me. And last but not least is AEW Rampage from the 25th Christmas episode. Jungle Boy defeats Isaiah Cassidy. This was an up. Hook defeats Barry Bronson. Up. This was a really good one. Chris Statlander defeats Layla Hirsch. Now this is an up. And this is why I wish Nyla would have won that one, because you would have seen Chris Statlander and Nyla Rose go back at it again. Review from earlier in their careers of AEW. The next up is Cody Rhodes defeats Sammy Guevara for the AEW TNT title. I guess we started off his Sammy's run with me giving that a down because I really didn't like to see him win, and with all the wins under his belt, it's kind of like I didn't want to give it a down, but it's a down because I didn't want to see him lose with the momentum that he had. But this fuels Cody's fire for whatever he's doing, I suppose. But this is going to get the rare neutral for me. I didn't want to give it an up, didn't want to give it a down. But AEW Rampage gets an up, Dynamite gets an up. There was no Impact this month. Excuse me, not this month, but this week. And I'm done covering ROH. They have shows, but I'm not going to cover that until they're back for good, for sure. If they come back, whatever's going on there, not 100% sure. So, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Check out Wicked Turtle. Check out What's Up, Peeps. Check out wait up for me to upload an episode of Monday Madness on there. I really enjoy that. I just reviewed Into the Spider-Verse. We just reviewed on What's Up, Peeps, No Way Home. We're going to be reviewing Matrix Resurrections. So yeah, join us and leave a comment, share, like, and spread the word. Join in on all things wicked, and I'll catch you next time on The Duke's Dive.
Thank you for tuning in to Wicked Turtle Network exclusive. Follow us on all social media, and also click the link tree in the description of this video.
What is up, Wicked Turtle Nation? We just wanted to let you guys know that Wicked Turtle Network has decided to join the Raise Rebellion as brand ambassadors for Raise Energy Drink. Raise Energy gives you fresh, and that stands for focus, recovery, energy, stamina, and hydration. With zero sugar, absolutely no crash, electrolytes, and BCAA aminos. I encourage everyone listening or watching right now to raise up and join the Raise Rebellion yourself by going to your local GNC, vitamin shop, or even online at repsports.com. And order yourself some Raise Energy drinks or other athletic supplements in bulk. And when checking out, use the order code WICKEDTURTLE for a 15% discount. The website and order code will be in the description of this cast. What is up, Wicked Turtle Nation? We just wanted to let you guys know that Wicked Turtle Network has decided to join the Raise Rebellion as brand ambassadors for Raise Energy Drink. Raise Energy gives you fresh, and that stands for focus, recovery, energy, stamina, and hydration. With zero sugar, absolutely no crash, electrolytes, and BCAA aminos. I encourage everyone listening or watching right now to raise up and join the Raise Rebellion yourself by going to your local GNC, vitamin shop, or even online at repsports.com. And order yourself some Raise Energy drinks or other athletic supplements in bulk. And when checking out, use the order code WICKEDTURTLE for a 15% discount. The website and order code will be in the description of this cast.